Good morning, guys. Happy Monday and welcome to week 2 of remote learning. So this week, same thing, this is where you're going to be able to find the video that I'm currently making. So this week we are going to continue with CodeHS. We're going to do 1.3 and 1.4, both fairly quick. 1.3 is about the browser and different types of browsers. 1.4 is about viewing websites and how websites kind of really work, going over domain names and things like that. On Wednesday, you'll have a quiz. The quiz is really only 10 questions, so it should be fairly quick. Each of those are due the day that they are assigned. So today, browsers are due. Tomorrow, viewing websites. Wednesday, the quiz. Thursday, we're going to have a virtual report card pickup. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work yet. I will be finding out more tomorrow during a staff meeting. What I was told is that parents are going to have the ability to sign up to talk to a teacher, and then the teacher will call them, I think. But again, I really don't know. I'm finding that all out tomorrow. So maybe if you know, let me know. And then Friday, that weekly reflection. Last week, only 3 of you turned it in. So please make sure, again, you're filling out that reflection. It's very general. Excuse me. I will post it either Thursday or Friday morning. And then I will post a video alongside of it, kind of doing a recap of this week. If you haven't already, please fill out that capstone survey individually. I've only had 4 students fill it out. So please, again, make sure that you are letting me know where you're at on that project. And if you're still planning on doing it alone. And again, I'm going to suggest it might be best to do it individually. So 1.3 objective, so this is what you are doing today. Students will be able to identify what a browser is and is not, explain the purpose of a browser, and then list several kinds of browsers. At this point in time, you know, you've been in web design for 2 years. I think you could probably do most of this without going through that. So again, today's lesson should be fairly easy and fairly quick for you to get through. Tomorrow, viewing websites. You can describe the process of visiting a web page from typing the URL to viewing the page. So again, very simple. We'll talk a little bit about like domains and things like that. Again, just a great overview, especially as you guys go back and revisit those storyboards for the capstone project. It's going to be nice to see really like what a professional website looks like. So again, 1.5 is that quiz. It should be quick. So my virtual hours this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 10 to 2, and Wednesday from 10 to 1. Notice that I did take Thursday out. Again, Thursday is that virtual report card pickup, so hopefully I will be speaking to your parents at that point in time. Links again, remember that you can click on those and look at the slides if you would like to. Next week, we'll be starting Unit 2 on CodeHS, which is the HTML unit. This one's going to last about 2 weeks, give or take. So this is going to be a great refresher over some of the HTML tags. I do know that we reviewed them some in December when I took over, when you guys did the About Me page. But really, you guys haven't worked a lot with the HTML tags since then. And from my understanding, since you did HTML last year with Mr. Soto, a little bit with like Bootstrap. But this will be a great refresher on how all the tags work and what some of the different ones are. All right, questions. So from the reflection, the 2 most common things that popped up was, are we still going to have a capstone project? Yes. It will be completed after units 2 and 3 on CodeHS, and it can be done individually. And again, I'm going to suggest that it actually gets done individually just because I've really only seen or heard work done from 6 or 7 of you. So that means that the majority of the class hasn't really been interacting with this stuff, and I'm going to be reaching out to some of their parents and talking to them to see kind of what's going on. So again, I'm going to suggest that it be done individually, just so that way if you're, say, in a group or in a partner or with a partner, it's not all going to fall on you. And I do know that there's a set of partners that are working or have been completing stuff. So again, if you feel comfortable working in that group, work in the group. If you feel more comfortable working individually, do it individually. And the other issue that popped up, it seemed, not just in this class, but in other ones, is I don't know what to do for all of my classes. I don't know when it's due, and it's hard to kind of get back in the swing of things. So what I have right here is a screenshot of Google Calendar. So it's what's all the way up at the top. It should be very similar to you, to where if you go to Google Calendar, Google Classroom syncs right up with it. And you should be able to see when things are due for different classes. It's usually color coordinated. And if I was to click on that, they would say like, none of those are for this class. If I was to click on it, it would say like fit/ECS about me page. And it would tell me like when it's due, and usually gives me a link to it. That only works as long as your teacher hasn't deleted the Google Class or the Google Calendar for that classroom. But do know that that stuff is there for you. Take a look at it. It should make it a little bit easier. The other thing that might make it easy is when you first go to Google Classroom, and I don't think mine's going to have anything pop up. Oop, wrong one. I don't think mine's going to have anything pop up because I haven't set any assignments for this week. Oh, so here, it'll say like due today or due Tuesday or due Wednesday. So looking at just that homepage will also help you know when certain things are due. Oh, one last thing real quick. We are going to have a Google Meets today at 11 a.m. I know that I skipped you guys last week. It'll only really be for about 20 minutes. Just a quick check-in. How are you doing? What questions do you have? Do you understand what's expected of you this week? It'll be at 11 a.m. You'll go to Google Meets, and then the code will be Taylor to Meet. I believe that's it. I hope you guys are doing well, that your family's doing well. And I really hope to hear from you or your parents this week. That's it. I hope you guys are making smart and safe choices.